Alright, so last time was more fighting in the rebels in this base, and at the end, the Arcadiemon stepped out and knocked out your Blimpmon and killed a bunch of his own followers.
Yeah, not a very nice guy, as it turns out.
And then tried to attack Kaz, but missed instead of attacking the floor. And the weird data that he's seen before uh, came out of the ground. In fact, I'm gonna do a little thing here that where do I want to do this in? Yeah, let's do that. Uh, yeah, we'll say that is insanely hard to see still. Excuse me for a second there, Kaz. I need to just move you because that does not show up very well. I'm going to choose a different color because, my god, is that hard to see. I'll also make it large. We'll make it just... We'll make it like this. Oh, I know why I can... Yeah, I can do that, and then I'll also change... Just one thing real quick. Not the board color. I want to change this color. Change that to... Oh, now I remember why I changed it to that, because it was hard to see on this board for some reason. So I'll change to that to that. And then we'll use... yeah, we'll just use pure white here. So, a couple things are going to happen at the beginning of this turn. First of all, Kaz, that data that he's put into the ground is still affecting that one spot, so you don't know if that's bad or good.
Oh, which spot was it?
You're standing on top of it right now. You're in the square
Okay.
that it's in.
Okay.
It's where that white is right there underneath you. The next thing, after he does all of that, the Zumon's gonna look around the battlefield to see who is still conscious, other than them. He thinks, and I'm gonna make a check for him real quick to see if he would know. Yeah, that's good enough. He's just gonna yell out to both Skullmarimon and Hyogamon, which none of you have seen except for the Repamon and the Philmon fighting. Um, Stop the boss, and they'll say, "Stop the boss before he gets us all killed." Uh, and yes, so since Kaz is kind of like way further up, uh, all of your companions are gonna look to you, Centaurumon. It's because also Blipmon is unconscious, and like, what do we do now? Help if you were unmuted as well.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. I mean, I feel like we said at the end of last time, this is more or less where we wanted it to be. Like we've got most of the little guys taken care of. It's down to the ultimates, and we've already got some damage on them. Like I'm gonna try and get the blimp up, and I'm gonna try and keep everybody buffed up. And I mean, from here, as far as I'm concerned, I think this is where we try and push to win, isn't it?
Yeah. I can just attack them
They're
at
wanting to
melee
know if they
range.
want. They're basically wanting to know: do you want them to be dead, or do you want them to just be unconscious?
Hmm. We can figure it out when we get there. For right now, we need them to not be killing us, and that's the most important part, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Um,
So
something
they're not
you
they're not gonna care whether we end up dead or unconscious. So
something
like
you
if we
will
can take
notice.
them unconscious and question them, great. But don't pull
Okay.
punches.
Kaz, something you will notice is that the Skull Marimon and the Zudamon basically are not looking at you anymore. But if that's the
Okay.
case, you can do whatever you want with that. I probably should open up this thing, but I know he only has a thing of 12, so he's gonna have to use 2 simple actions to move there. Let me just quickly go. I knew I was forgetting something and open up my all the sheets that I have for them. I'm gonna fucking sign in. Nope, that was the one. I can spell, but not really. Okay, go into sheets, go into my thing of stuff. I need to go to Sangaloopmon. He's only got a 12 movement speed, right? Yeah. He's gonna go up there. And use the only attack he has on the Arcadiamon. He's got still +6, right? Sure does. So that's 12d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. And Arcadiamon, I'm pretty sure does not have a good dodge. It doesn't have bad. Wow, he got 1 dodge. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 extra damage. 7, 8, 9. Did he actually only take 1, 2, 3, 4? Yep, okay. His HP is... Cause I didn't put that in because I kind of did it all the last thing there. Wow, he doesn't actually have as many as I thought he did. And I don't think... Accuracy... nope. Okay. Oh, actually, I'm gonna roll this to myself. Just see what he wants to do here. Yeah, I think he's still gonna attack him. So that's gonna be... Jesus Christ. That's a lot. One, 2, 3 successes. Kogamon, your dodge is actually pretty good. What does that give him, by the way? Because I gotta remember, because he has shield on him. He just gains temporary, right? How many's got a dodge here? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. He dodges all of those for the attacks. Then he's going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4 from that second attack, and then he 1, 2, 3, 4. This Repmon's attacked him constantly. It's just the guy he's attacking has evaded everything.
Holy crap.
And then he's just gonna have to do a basic attack for his last one. Which I think is just gonna be the same, isn't it? No area, no effect. Why isn't this adding into a basic attack? Let me. Weird. Oh, I know why it's doing that. Okay. It would be this. He's using it close range, so he would get. I think it'd probably be the same as that. Yeah, he's just gonna. It is still the same. Just that has that on it if it comes to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just making sure that is correct. 1, 2, only 2 that time, so he's gonna get hit for 2 extra. So that is 8. So that is gonna be 4, and then
And I assume the answer is yes, but if they have my buffs on, you're applying that, right?
I haven't, because I forgot that you did hit those guys because you didn't hit them before. So let me.
Yeah, so it would be 6 extra accuracy for all of their attacks.
So first attack gets an extra 1, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 1, 2, 3. So he's gonna get hit once. Then that I forgot that they had got hit by that because you kind of just put it in and then it just hit them. So that's gonna be okay. Now I gotta do more math. Thanks, La. Appreciate it. So that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'd be 3 less. And then I gotta do another 66 on this one. That one only got 1 extra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, he still avoids that one. And then one last time, he gets 3 extra. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 5 extra. Take off that. That's 11. Take 4 damage. Okay, that's his turn. Nanimon. Does he have a... He doesn't. What's his movement? 8. Meaning he has to take 2 movements to get to him. So he's just going to... I think probably doing that's probably the best ones. That's 5, so that's 11. Make sure I'm also minusing the stuff at the end of their turns. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry. I'm gonna hide some of the stuff that I don't need open anymore, so I can, because they are either dead or unconscious. So I'm having to move back and forth here. He avoids 2, so he's going to take 1, 2, 3 extra damage from that attack. 9. Okay. What does stun require? So that actually won't take into effect. You see that Nanimon goes up Kaz and punches him, and the Arcadiamon doesn't even budge.
Okay.
That's less than ideal.
Oof.
Philmon. What's he got on his? 3 and 2. 3, 2 and 1. Philmon. Both his attacks are 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. D6. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4. He only missed 1 that time, so that means he's getting hit for 3 extra. 10, so that means he gets hit for that much. Which I believe knocks him unconscious. As on his turn, Philmon knocks him out, and he tries to run away and just falls into the ground. Sistermon Seal's like, okay, if you say so, and is going to. What's your movement? 10. Can you reach? No, you're going to have to move twice too, meaning you can't do that. So she's just going to slash at him once. I believe it's just the same. It would be 11, right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh boy, okay. And he gets 3 dodges. So that's 3 extra damage. So that would be he's dead. Sister Noir is going to go over here and shoot Skull Marimon. Which was 8, so she's going to just... going to... What are you, 10? Does that make it 16? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, so that's 5 extra damage. Be that much extra damage. She shoots the Skull Meramon as he turns around and is knocked unconscious. He's unconscious. He's unconscious.
Wait, the Maramon's unconscious?
The Meramon is unconscious.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah, that's awesome. For some reason it sounded to me like the Sistermon got knocked out, like the Maramon did a counterattack or something, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, she's hard to see, but yeah, she just shoots the Skull Meramon and he falls unconscious.
Hell yeah. This is going so much better than I thought it was going to. I'm sure the DM is thrilled about that.
I'm just doing what you told them to do. The Zudomon...
No, I'm just saying, last time you were lamenting that we weren't in more danger, and now that it's going well again today, I just feel a little bad as well.
It's going to move. You're gonna see Zudomon go over here, jump into the water, and then he's going to come back out and drag him on the Ice Devimon out onto the and then throw him out onto the ground. And he's just gonna wait there with his turns ready just in case.
Interesting. Is he essentially like threatening to kill the Ice Devimon? Does it look like?
He's waiting to see. He saw the Skull Meramon go down as soon as he asked him to stop the boss, and he's like, "Well." So, Law, it is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna say at this point we stop the Arcadiamon and try not to kill anybody. That's gonna be my official suggestion, folks.
All right.
And then that's on a circle. Well, still, I mostly just need to know how far I can. Okay, so I'm gonna come up to like, I think like here.
You see that Icemon inside the tent there. He is unconscious.
Okay. Honestly, hadn't even realized he was there. Let's see, what's the... Okay.
You're either gonna... Looks like you're either gonna hit Blintmon and no one, or you can hit everybody else.
Ha-ha! I can change the angle a little bit.
You sure could, but that's still not enough to hit specifically Blintmon.
On my screen, it's overlapping him.
It's overlapping him, but not overlapping half. I know, I'm just nitpicking. Continue.
Would this get me, Blintmon, and the 3 that are in front of Arcadiamon?
I would say it would miss you.
Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. I'm gonna do Revitalizing Goop there to hit all of these folks. So let me do. And that is 6 instead of 4 right now because of my buff. And everybody rolls health to see how many rounds of it they actually get.
That'd be 3d6, wouldn't it?
Oh, and actually, since that was only 8 squares and I did have more movement, if I go here, that would actually put me fully inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind if I just do that?
No, you want to roll your health stat. So whatever it is, d6s.
Yeah, I think for me it's 6. I'm opening my sheet to check. Yeah, 6.
Oh, right, okay, I got you. So 6d6.
Yeah, you still have to get successes out of that.
Yeah. So the number of successes is how many rounds it lasts. I have 2 there.
Sistermon doesn't change.
Exactly the same.
Oops. You get 3. 3 rounds of it.
3 rounds.
Yep. because you got a 6 and 2 5s, so that's 3 successes.
Oh, okay, I see. I am no longer dead. Hooray.
I mean, on your turn, you won't.
Well, at the start of your turn, you'll get recovery. Okay, and then I do want
Oh,
I want to
that's
make
answer.
sure that
No.
everybody. Okay.
You've
Yeah, I
already
don't think there's a
technically
way that I
taken-
can get you and also get Kaz for a buff. And Kaz, I think, is in more immediate danger.
Did you have to take 2 movements to get where you are, or did you not move enough? Did you only move 8,
No, I
right?
had only used 8 move on the first
Okay.
one, and I have up to 12. So I just went a couple extra to make sure I would be in range of my own attack.
So was that
the
just
Nannymon
the
gets none.
Ooh, that's well. If he had any beforehand, it sticks around. If he's already run out, then well, tough luck.
Oh, yeah,
Alright,
I should.
That's not my fault. That's a skill issue.
These
Is that
guys
so?
also
Is it? Does that
heal.
include initial healing? It's just by fall.
No, it'll be so at the start of your turn, you will get 6. It doesn't do anything right away. You
Gotcha,
have
gotcha.
to be ultimate level to get the ability to do immediate healing.
Oh, wait, I did this.
So I'm I'm doing what I can for now.
I did that backwards. They didn't die. That didn't happen.
Oh, did you forget to roll their extra dodge as well?
No, I forgot you had already healed them, so I forgot to take off.
Oh, so they should have had. Okay, gotcha.
They would have
All right.
had less less wound boxes taken. 1 second. I need to do Sistermon. I need to do Sangalutmon still. See if he gets more, but I doubt it.
So me, Kaz, and the 3 in front of Arcadiamon are gonna get the adrenaline buff.
Okay.
Which isn't on my sheet yet, but it's the same thing. It'll be, roll health. I get 2.
Kaz, roll your health, which I believe for you is 9 question mark? I don't know what your health stat is.
Got the sheets open. 7 for him.
No, it's not your.
It's
not
your
wound
health
boxes.
stat on your sheet, so 7.
It's above that. It's at
Okay.
Yeah.
I wish I could roll 11.
Sangalutmon doesn't change. Who are you not hitting with that? Just not Shadow, I assume?
Yeah, exactly. Not Shadow, and I mean not Devimon, because Devimon's knocked out.
Can you just put it where you had it before, just so I can see?
Oh, yeah. It was like that,
Okay.
basically.
You are missing the Noir. That's why I wanted you to do that.
Oh, where is she at? I don't really know where she's at.
She's
so.
in the shadows right now, below you.
Okay, yeah,
see.
because I had it so that it was hitting me and it wasn't hitting Ice Devimon, so it would be right there. So if that hits her, great. If not, oh well. I genuinely don't know where she is. Oh, okay. I can kind of see her now that I took the thing off.
Okay.
No, I didn't
Do
wanna
I
do-
roll it now or?
Yeah, just roll now. I'm doing
Okay.
theirs right now.
Okay.
So you get 1 round of it,
Okay.
which I've labeled
Hey,
as that.
better than nothing. We take those. And then that's 3 actions from me, so my turn is done.
Nannymon gets 3 rounds of it. What does that do? What does that one do specifically?
That's the +6 accuracy and dodge.
Oh, that's the accuracy and dodge. Okay, I've been doing
Yes.
that. That's not the one I thought it was. That goes up to 3 then. It didn't change on Sistermon's, and it didn't change on his then. Okay.
Someone who has the regeneration buff also is more resistant to debuffs, in case Arcadiamon does that.
Well, he's already... That was his signature move, so he can't do it again. Is that turn then?
Yep, that was 3 actions. I'm done.
Okay, done. Unconscious, shadow, heal. How much is that healing him? 6?
Correct.
Oh, I'm alive.
Yep. And you are technically... Hold on, I need to fix this. You are technically
Still
like... You're like this.
Alright, what are the effects of dot on like my capabilities?
So
I believe you more or less can't do jack shit.
Hey,
Is the simple way to put it.
blah blah blah. You can only make basic attacks for the duration of the effect, but you gain a dodge bonus equal to your RAM.
okay, so 2. But does
Yeah.
is it
So
a single
mostly
action?
just get further away from Arcadiamon so you have a chance to heal more, please.
Fair.
That is my request. As resident, make you not die, man. Please go not die.
I will try not die. I will move, I guess, around here.
Get.
Make sure that I can. Not that it would be much, but still. And I will not do anything to prevent dying.
Also, you could just sort of go down out the gates.
I could.
All right. Kaz, you get the feeling you shouldn't be standing in that square.
Okay. I didn't take any damage before from
No,
Arcadian
you had evaded it. That's why it's on the ground instead of in you.
Okay. Yeah. I'll move back.
You don't need to.
And then
you only needed to actually move there if you want to still attack him.
Oh, well, I can do my ranged attack.
Well, your
Wait,
ranged
don't you
attacks will
have an
also
attack
hit your.
that goes through him? You don't even
I-
need to move, do you? Can't you just like do your kick
Yeah,
that goes to the other
if
side
you
of him?
do your pass attack and go to the other side of him if you want to.
Yeah, then you don't even
Okay.
need to move. Then you can just hit him 3 times and tell him to fuck off.
Okay.
Team killing jerk.
Or I can try to stun him with Mighty Blow. Oh, yeah, I'll
Stun is
do
very
that.
good.
Okay. And I'm gonna do offensive stance.
Okay, so if he wants to use the pass as part of the attack, he still has to use a simple action to move through him. Just reading on.
Bummer, they thought of everything.
No.
So
I tried.
do you want to still? You can move through him if you wish to, but you only get one more attack afterwards.
Bummer.
Yeah, sure. I'll move to the other side of him.
All right.
Okay.
1 second. Let me do his dodge.
Well, do I stun him?
Well, he has to get hit first.
Okay.
4, 1, 2. You have another 66 that you still have to roll, which you probably should because otherwise he's going to avoid that attack.
Okay. Yeah.
I want to
I'll
make sure
do
that I
it.
got you with the buffs.
Unfortunately, that didn't change anything for him. All right, so he's gonna get hit for. Okay, so Kaz, you attack him with your claw and you pass through him and you turn around and he just turns around and you don't see any damage on him.
Oh.
That's unfortunate.
So no, you do not stun him.
Okay.
You still have one more
That's
attack.
Okay. Okay. And I don't
Do you
get
have
any.
anything that pierces armor, or is Duck the only
No.
one who does that?
Yeah, I don't have armor
Right.
piercing.
You still have another. You still roll 66.
Okay.
When this fight is over, and I know it's going to be over by the looks of it, because now you're just ganging up on him, I am going to make an addendum to a ability.
Okay.
but I will leave it for now. So that's total of 4. 1, 2, 3. Once again, you kick him and he doesn't move.
Okay. The guy's made of. He must be made of stone. Or something.
Yeah, he's very hard to hurt. That's a problem.
Yeah.
And I've only got one more turn of my my bonus ram or bonus bit thing. So after that, my buffs won't be as good. They'll still be good, but it'll get a little bit harder.
Kaz, you have done nothing to him, so he's going to target the ones that actually hurt him. So he's going to target Sistermon.
Ouch.
And what does resistant do? Because this is going to do a thing if it does hit.
I think it reduces the duration of any debuffs they would get by like 2 turns.
Okay.
I need to find the exact thing. I'll look for it.
3 successes. He gets 15d6 to dodge. How many did he get? 3. 1, 2, 3. So she dodges. Once again, is that the right one? Yeah. Once again, as he touched the ground, the area around Sistermon gets that weird gray black data coming out of the ground. Then
Something
he attacks.
definitely seems like corrupted.
Then he's going to attack her again. Which
Where the fuck is resistant in this book?
That's only 2 that time. Avoided. I mean, he still only gets. So then it's just gonna. I mean, it doesn't change, and then she's just. Oh, actually, hold on. None in there. Only he gets to roll. No, he'll save that for his basic attack. Yeah, and he rerolled 2.
Yeah, decreases the duration of incoming effects by 2 rounds. Cannot bring the duration below 1 round.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
So
3, 4.
if the status effect is successful, they still.
This
they still
Arcadiamon
have
has
to deal
gone
with it.
full attack on this Sistermon, and she's just dodging every attack.
That's what we like to see.
You'll love to see it.
Right, Sangaloopmon. It only has 1 basic attack. Or special attack. The named attack. Oh, actually, hold that thought. He does not actually have that. Because I made the same mistake a certain blimp did last week.
Oops.
That's okay. Doesn't really make any difference, though, because he hasn't been attacked yet, so... so that's just 66s. Or actually, it'd be 12. So 1, and then basic. I'm just going to separate that so I know where his dodges are. First, second, third attack. Right, that one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's only going to be 2 successes. Yeah, only 2 successes on that attack. Meaning his first attack does nothing as he slashes at him and there's nothing happening there. Second attack, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, meaning that attack also does nothing. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. He actually avoids the last attack. Not even just taking it, he just avoids it completely. Then it is Repamon's turn. This guy's unconscious, so he's gonna leave him alone. What's his movement? 8. You see Repamon. You hear a sound come up behind you because he's done hiding. And beside you, Repamon has now appeared out of the shadows, and he's like, so what are we doing?
Trying to crack through this very large, very durable fella. It's going very slowly.
Okay. He kind of like does a jump in the air, and white attacks come out from his tail as like wind attacks him. Maybe 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes. So that's 3 less. So that's 3 successes. And it just kind of tink, 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 and doesn't do anything.
Yeah, see, that's exactly the problem that I was talking about.
He's just like, huh.
Yeah, right?
And that's all he
Very
can do on his turn. Manimon's turn.
Hey, you, the big one with the hammer over there. Do you have any advice? You seem like you want him stopped, too. Any way we can get through that armor?
He does not say anything and waits to see what happens.
Just shrug. I figured I'd ask.
Nanimon gonna get to attack all of his attacks this turn. So that's gonna be 11d6 to start. So that's 11. We'll just do all of them. 11, 11, 11, 11. So 3 attacks. That's unfortunate. So then 1, 2, 3. That first attack. Oh wait, he has that on that, right? Oh right. If he hits, he has to hit him. He has to deal damage to him first. That's 1. Only 2 successes, so that one gets just stopped. Then he goes another punch. That's also that is no successes. He completely whiffs that one. And then Nanimon does like this weird like hand gestures and throws out like this weird fog thing at him. 1, 2, 3, and the Arcadiemon just does a thing so powerful that it just blows it away. He avoided all of Nanimon's attacks, which feels bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not great.
Let's see. You basically have nothing for that. The Philmon is... He's going to lose these anyways, but that's okay. Boop, bada boop. Because I think what he's going to do... Yeah. He just takes his whole turn moving. The Sisteron doesn't know what this stuff is, so she's just gonna stay there and attack him. And she's tired of this guy, so she's gonna do...
Is there any way that I can convince her to roll an intelligence check without me being over there to see that there's shit she shouldn't stand in?
I mean, she sees it. She's standing in it, but she's like, "What is this? Why do I care that I'm standing in this? Here, let me just roll a thing." She's not smart enough to think that it's a danger.
Okay, that's all I wanted. If she's dumb enough, fair.
So she's going to do 11d6. Actually, 17d6, because she's going to use her signature, which is in a long-ass name I'm not going to attempt to try and pronounce.
And that,
my God.
I'm assuming because that's so high of a number, that includes the...
Yes. It's originally 11.
Jesus.
But
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. She doesn't happen to have the you can re-roll twos thing, does
unfortunately,
she? God.
Unfortunately, she does not. No. And
Man,
then
that
she'll...
would have been insane, though.
That takes up that. So she's also, after she does that, she takes her sheath and just tries to hit him in like the stomach with it. So that's going to be 12d6. After that... Alright, and then he's 7d6 to evade, and evade. What was that? 6, you said? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
So he gets only 2...
4 and 1. So she gets 2 extra successes on both hits.
Yep. So... Oh, God. Phone. I can't do math. How much extra was 4, right? Or no, first one
2
was
on each hit.
2 on each hit. So plus that, then minus that. That first attack looked like it did something. And then the second attack, wait 1 second. Okay, I have to see how much that does. Alright. It's 2 extra, so it does do damage to him. He's still conscious. And I need to read.
Alright, we're close.
Blah,
If
blah,
her sister
blah.
can close it out.
If the... it is not, so he does not get stunned. I don't remember. Oh, I remember what that is. That goes down. She's gonna heal. Actually, she heals 6. Did she heal 4 or 6? There, Law.
6.
Okay, so
after my next turn, that +2 goes away. So if this fight continues and I have to reapply buffs, it'll go down to 4.
And that goes down to 2. That goes down to 2, and that has disappeared. Okay. Because she doesn't know what's happening with this thing, and she stays standing into it. I need to look at what I have for this, because this is very specific. My notes. At least I think it's under this. No, it's under... What did I put it under? Yes, this.
You can just send them to me and I'll skim through real quick and let you know what was relevant.
No. Okay. Yeah, she's gonna need to make a check to resist this. And unfortunately, your healing thing your resistant thing isn't going to go into effect with this because it's very specific and something that you've never seen before, so you wouldn't know to do anything with it.
I mean, yeah, he's clearly got some sort of like glitching or corruption or something going on. Like, it would not surprise me if that works in a way that my stuff can't fix easily.
Yeah, it would probably be that. Not that it matters, all of her skills are the same. We'll say it has to be... Yeah. Ooh. Okay. It kind of crawls up and around her, and she doesn't... She kind of braces herself like something's going to be painful, but nothing ends up happening.
Okay. Tentatively, that's good. I'm still concerned, though, in a way that the folks in the first Alien should have been and were not.
Law, since you are looking in that direction, give me a perception check.
Okay. That is 14.
As she, when she was, holding herself up, thinking, something is gonna be painful, you notice that, something kind of, on her, lit up, kind of looked like electricity around her body, but it just disappears after that.
So is there still, stuff clinging to her, or did it go away?
I mean, it's still around her, but it's not, doing anything to her, it looks like.
Okay.
All right.
I'm still going to be very focused on this. Also, I need to step away for just, 2 minutes.
The Sistermon is going to start with just regularly shooting for right now, and to see if you can just knock this thing unconscious. That is 2 successes.
Ooh.
With 16d6. And he avoids that. And she kind of grimaces and is like, fine. And raises her gun up again. This is going to be 19d6 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's wait. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes. And he got 1 success. So that means that's 6 extra damage. Oh boys, that's going to be that
Please
much.
tell me that's enough to knock him out.
I mean, she's doing 11 damage to him.
We don't know how much armor he has.
It's true. But yes, he...
Other than it's a fucking lot from what we've seen so far. And also, I don't know how much HP he has. He could have 8 armor and 4 health left, and then he's only taking 3. You know.
That does not. He does not disappear into data, but he does fall on the ground unconscious.
Woo!
The Zudamon
Go
is
team!
gonna then. All right, listen. Can we stop this now, please?
As long as you're not gonna bring that hammer down on our friend, I think we can call a truce for the moment and talk some things out, assuming everyone else here is okay with that.
Looking to specifically Law at Kaz, and he does not see Blintmon at all. Looking to you two is like, I've already dealt
He's
with you.
currently 2-dimensional, hiding behind a tent. So
He's like, I've already dealt with you 3 before, and if these other ones are stronger than you, I don't want to risk my life to do this.
dealt with us before. You weren't the Hyugamon up in the snow like a week or 2 back, were you?
He kind of like pushes, moves his hammer against the other Hyugamon that's right beside him. This is the one that ran away.
Ah, okay, got it. Wasn't you, worked for you. Understood.
No. What he meant. I'm gonna try and explain this a little bit. He pokes the one. It's like, this is the Gaborimon that ran away.
Oh, the Gaborimon evolved. Hell yeah. Good for him. Yeah, he was the one guy who didn't get hit and just said, "I'm fucking gone." I remember him.
I'm the one who you've injected various amounts of poisons and toxins into me.
Good thing mine over here.
Okay, yeah, so he was the Hyugamon.
Yes.
Yeah, I was right. Well, I'm glad that you were able to recover from it.
Uh-huh. He doesn't seem very happy, but he can't really outwardly show it. Because everyone is unconscious except him. Or dead.
What was going on here, other than y'all attacking the cities and stuff? Because, believe me, they were really sick of that.
We weren't attacking the cities.
You were... Then, what do you mean you weren't attacking the cities?
We weren't attacking the cities at all. We've had people come and we've had Digimon come and leave, but we've never been attacked the city at all. We've tried to stay under the radar as much as possible.
Unfortunately for you, then.
Because us and several other groups scoured the whole plateau area, and yours was the only encampment we could find, but their city has been under pretty constant attack for quite a while now.
He's gonna...
So if it wasn't you guys, then who was it?
Hold on, he's gonna think about something real quick here. He's just gonna size, like, the only thing I could think of is that we've had a bigger group than what we had now. Lots of them got fed up with us ordering them around to build this ship and left, and they never came back.
So they were perhaps previously affiliated with you, but they were not at the time that they attacked the city, is your assertion?
I only assume.
Okay. What's with this big guy here? He seems like the stuff that he's doing is different in a way that concerns me.
Sistermon's gonna kind of just step out of this, and she doesn't trust it. In fact, all of them
I hoped she had done that already. We've been talking for a few minutes.
His combat is over, by the way. It's
yeah, I
like,
assumed.
Zudamon looks to me.
I am gonna... Anyone who's still alive, other than the Arcadiamon, I am willing to heal up as long as, we get a commitment that there's not going to be any fighting.
The only ones that are still left alive, other than the Arcadiamon, is the Skullmeramon, the Icemon, the Kogamon, the Hyogamon, the Gorymon, and two of the I can't remember what their name is now. I've removed the bug guys up on the ship, and the one
Kokuamon.
yes, the Kokuamon, and the one
Yeah.
Snogaborymon that's face in the dirt.
Yeah, I'm willing to heal all of them back up as long as we get a hard commitment that they're not gonna fight. And specifically, I guess I'm assuming he can give that order to most of them except for the Marimon. If I heal the Marimon to the point it wakes up, does he think that it'll agree not to fight, or do I need to leave it and Arcadiamon asleep?
I'll be honest, with the three of us, I'm kind of the brains of the operation here. And that's not saying much, though.
All right. In that case, any of our allies who are injured, you all gather up.
None of them are injured.
Oh, fantastic!
Well,
Love to
actually,
hear that.
no. After a few turns, Shadow, you will stop being a squish.
Yeah.
And you will be fully healed because you heal 6, right?
Yeah, 6 per
Yeah.
turn. And
So literally,
and
the only ones that are hurt
fight-
are the unconscious, and obviously Ice Devimon.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then after the fight, my stuff goes down to only healing 4 around for what it matters. But I will heal the unconscious ones and Ice Devimon, excluding Skull Marimon and Arcadiamon. And I would like to request if we can do something to try and tie them up, detain them, make sure if they wake up on their own they don't go on a rampage. That seems like that's pertinent. We've got lots of tents and stuff here. I'm sure we can get some rope. Well, that won't work really well on Skull Marimon, will it? How do we restrain someone who's always on fire and can control chains? Genuine question.
He can't control any chain. He can just only control the chains that are on him, that are his weapons.
All right. Well, then, do we have different chains available?
Well, Zumon said, "Well, we did, but I think Arcadiamon broke out of them."
Okay. See, so that's something I was wondering about. You all didn't really seem like you were too on board with what Arcadiamon was doing, and now you just said it broke out of chains. What is this thing's deal? I have deep concerns.
We don't know. The three of us were. Each of us had our own groups of rebels, as you seem to call us.
Genuine question. Do you call yourselves something different?
Not really.
And do you distinguish between, substantially between different groups of yourselves?
There are worse than us. Case in point,
I guess if you run into another group of what we would call rebels, would you be more likely to go your separate ways, cooperate, or fight on average? Is what I'm curious about.
Most of the other groups of rebels are bloodthirsty idiots.
So we just happened to kick down the doors of one of the groups that mostly wasn't. Fantastic.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they attacked us first.
No, you definitely attacked them first. You absolutely attacked them first. I don't know.
All I know is that when we heard combat, we rushed in.
You and Devimon definitely attacked them first.
Okay. I thought somebody had thrown something at me first because they saw me on the side.
The
You were
Zudomon will.
you were out of his range, so he wasn't able to attack you. He wanted to, but he couldn't.
Actually, now that I
Technically,
think about
yes,
it, I
he's
think he was
correct.
watching
You
me
did
first, wasn't
attack
he?
first. Yeah, you did start it technically.
Okay. Okay.
We are as little as I would have expected to say this. We are technically in the wrong here, if there is a wrong to be in. Which is interesting.
He will say to you, I joined Skull Marimon and Arcadiamon a few days after you guys had defeated me in my group. They said that they were building need help building a ship to leave Olympia.
I mean,
Why would you want to
that
leave?
honestly doesn't seem like something that we would have a problem with, to be honest. Which really makes me feel bad that this is how this all went down.
He'll say
Because
that
like all we wanted to, we really were just trying to stop what we thought was an active threat to one of the cities.
He'll say when I first came here, Arcadiamon wasn't like that. He didn't just haphazardly
Rampage.
just kill those that were on his side. Of
Yeah.
course, if anyone attacked us, that's not as true.
But it wasn't a mindless killer at the time.
A few days ago, he came back after was wandering on his own, and he seemed and felt different. He attacked both myself and Skull Marimon, and we had to restrain him.
It's impressive he managed to do that alone.
When you say different, what do you mean? Like, was he in basically this state, or was he somewhere in between, like hostile, but still seemed to be like thinking or something else? Like, did it seem like his personality had been replaced by a different one? Like, anything more specific you can give me?
It happened yesterday, actually. Yesterday.
Oh, so this progressed very rapidly then.
It happened a day after he returned. Normally, when one of us makes a mistake, he kind of like hits you, moves on. You did a mistake, you got punished for it. He moved on. He doesn't necessarily kill those that are on his side. But
very much unlike
the day
today.
after he came back, one of the rookies made a mistake. He immediately just deleted him. Eventually, by the way, as you guys are talking, these weird things on the ground will end up disappearing. If you want to examine it, you'll need to roll me a knowledge check.
Is there any of it on him visible?
Not that you can see.
Okay. I would like to try and like check it out before it fades away if I can, yeah.
Yeah.
15?
You've never seen anything like it.
Okay. But I will confirm with Tyrannomon, like this is what you saw when we fought those Scorpiomon though, right?
Kaz, you muted.
Yeah, if you've been saying stuff, you've been on mute. We haven't heard you.
Regardless, the answer to that question is yes. The answer to that question will be yes.
All right. Once we've settled things here, like Sistermon, I do have, rather obviously, I have medical experience. if you wouldn't mind if I could examine your data and make sure nothing's gotten like corrupted, he hasn't passed anything to you, because we wouldn't want you to do this sort of rampaging thing if we can avoid it.
You know what?
Like,
I'm
you're
gonna
the only one that I know for sure got contact with that stuff, so I want to make sure that you're all right.
What would that even be? You know what? Fuck it. Roll a computer check. I'll say is what your medical checks are, because I can't think of anything else with what the
I mean, that
abilities are.
honestly makes a lot of sense to me. For
Yeah.
as far as like medical for Digimon, like, yeah, we're fucking code. 17.
Roll the perception check now.
15.
Something, you don't know what. Don't mind this guy. He's just moving away from the. You guys aren't paying attention, and you don't see film on. Just kind of like go outside of the camp.
I'm gonna hope that's not ominous.
Actually, you know what? I'll have her. I don't think she's gonna get it because he's got a really high thing. No, yeah, she does not see him leave. Actually, I'll roll a stealth check for him too.
Yeah, maybe he rolls a bunch of ones.
Oops, he's got the same. No, she does not see him.
Oh well.
You don't know, as you are examining Sistermon, you know, given what you know, you're a medical professional. You've seen all types of
Basically,
Digimon.
I'm looking for anything that seems like aberrant code or corruption,
you
viruses,
know
anything
you
like
know
that.
what to look for. You see something inside of Sistermon as you're looking through, like, just like their body, you're just looking around in them. It's not until you look into their eyes you see something, but you're not exactly sure what it is, and then she kind of like blinks and it disappears. There is definitely something inside of her that's changing, but you can't tell what it is. But for right now, it doesn't look like it's affecting anything in her.
Okay. So I'll need to have a talk with her about that and let her know and see if we can very quickly get her to like good
You can
medical
make also a
like,
knowledge check for
somewhere
me to
important.
see.
I don't know where.
See, just one knowledge check.
17.
In your time as a doctor and helping all types of Digimon, whatever you think, whatever it is, you don't think it's bad, but you're not sure if it's exactly good either. It's not something you've ever seen.
That's the thing. I don't know anything about this, and
Yeah.
it made this guy turn into a team killing berserker within a day. So like, just because it doesn't look bad right now doesn't mean it can't turn bad, and I don't want to take any risks. Like, I want to make sure that she knows and that she has the opportunity to try.
Are you
and
putting her on a constant medical watch until you get back
No,
to the
I'm
HQ?
not. But I want to make sure. Like, I mean, she's here listening to all of this stuff. I want to let her know, like, hey, I found some sort of an abnormality. I don't know what it is. It does not seem to be actively harmful to you, but like they said, it took a day for this guy to go from normal to killing his buddies. So just because it's not doing anything right now doesn't mean it won't. I would be more comfortable if she were able to, go somewhere. Like, I don't have enough, like, out of game. I don't have enough knowledge to know like where she should go, like where there would be a good medical facility, or something like that. Like, where's Dr. Datamon's clinic, sort of thing.
She thinks, she's like, if you're not sure, I know someone who might know, but we would have to go back to
Well,
HQ
I
to really
assume
find that person.
in game, I would probably know someone, like, because of my background and all that. Out of game, I'm just saying, like, I don't
Uh,
know what would be the right city. Like, would it be the Steel City that I came from originally? Like, that
in
would make sense, but.
in game, I will tell you this right now. You basically have all the knowledge of any other doctor that you can think of. Uh,
Oh, damn.
if nothing in your mind you can think of what it would be, there's no way to know unless like constant research has been done and you don't know about it, but you wouldn't even know if that's even a thing. But she
Okay,
says
so
she might know
I would
someone.
I would be more or less equivalent to like any other medical professional.
Yes.
Okay, well, in that
With
case,
those
then we need
roles,
someone
basically,
who's
you
not.
you would know that
Yeah.
you've never seen any of this happen before.
All
Like there's
right. Well,
no.
in that case, we need a non-medical professional. So I think as uh,
She said she'll say
I think we should talk to Wizardmon.
she thinks she's like, I think I know someone, but I would have to get back to Brigade HQ anyways.
Yeah, that's the person that I can think of who might be able to help would be at the HQ as well. I think after we wrap up here, we should head back
So,
there.
uh, my question is, with those that are still, you revive all of the champions and the rookies that are still alive. Zudamon will say they aren't our enemies right now, so shut up and don't attack them. Uh,
Yep.
they all will fall on the line, and I would say go collect bodies, but Digimon don't have bodies when they die, so
So I guess my question is, and this is to the entire group, the other players, our ally Digimon, and honestly to Zudomon, and this is probably a question I would ask before reviving anyone else. What do we do about Arcadiamon? Because at this point, if it is a berserker that kills anything it looks at and is corrupting other Digimon, I honestly feel like it needs to be put down before it can do more damage.
How do well, I don't know how to refer to them, to be honest. The
your
rebels
allies
do
will
this.
say this was your mission. It's up to you what you want to do. Zudamon would prefer it
guess
if you didn't kill him because the whole point of making this boat was to get him off the island.
Oh,
Okay.
actually, that brings up an interesting point, doesn't it? Because if we got help for them to complete the boat, and the point is to send us out into the middle of the ocean, that would be an alternative. If we didn't want to kill them.
Yeah. But if there is something wrong with him and we send a boat full of Digimon with him, what's to say he doesn't rampage and kill or corrupt all of them?
That's to say that we don't just make the boat automated instead of just sending in one direction. But then again, then that hits something, and then he's off and onto an island, corrupting that. Or next few months,
I wanna ask the Zudamon, like, you're really sure that this is a good idea? You're really sure that it should be left alive, and that those of you that are left would be safe being on a boat with it, leaving this place? Like, truly?
If he came back like this, there's something wrong with this island. He was the strongest and the most resistant out of all of us. If something like this can corrupt him, there's something on this island that we cannot trust.
I understand that, and I respect the rest of you leaving. What I'm saying is if you get yourselves on a boat with him, with whatever's wrong with him, and with as strong as he is, what's to say you all don't end up either dead or just like him? Like, I
Uh,
am all for it. I fully support if you think it's safer to leave and get out of here, like, do that. But I think it's a death sentence if you do it with this thing on your ship.
he's putting into the he's trying to explain it into the way that they think that if they leave the island, he will be cured of whatever is affecting him.
but the affliction is already on.
I guess,
on his body.
can I roll a computer check on Arcadiamon to try and see whether I think that's likely at all?
Sure.
15.
Looking over his unconscious body, you can tell right now that his body itself isn't corrupted. So whatever is causing this to happen to him, it's not his doing. But you can't find anything on him that's causing this corruption either.
So I don't have
And I will remind
I
you
don't
that
have
it
any
only
evidence that disproves his idea, so I can't fight back against the
the
notion too
only
hard.
time that this corruption happened is when he struck the ground with his hands.
Right.
But then that corruption just disappeared anyways.
Am I able to
well-
look inside the tent, or is he blocking it? Arcadiamon.
I mean, we
They-
can move him.
Zunamon, Zunamon will tell you all that's in the tent was just basically there's just going to be chains because it's literally just to keep him away from seeing anyone else other than
Okay.
Yeah, that was just where they had him tied up.
Oh, and he broke out of it.
I would like everyone to roll me a decipher intent check.
Okay.
Deciphering.
Yeah.
18.
Got 13.
He's definitely hiding something that's definitely not all that's in there, but it's up to you if you want to force it or not.
I'm personally not gonna force it.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, having scanned over him, like I can't find a direct cause for this, which means it's entirely. I don't find it likely, but I admit that it's possible that it is some sort of environmental factor, and that getting him away could cure him. I just
maybe.
I would
Yeah.
be loath to be sending you all out on a ship that's going to be a grave. That is all. I will not stop you. I just wish my concerns to be known.
I won't thank you for it, as he just stares at you.
I did not expect you to. After that, I would heal everything up.
Zunamon would appreciate if you kept Arcadiamon unconscious.
Yes,
The
no.
longer he stays unconscious, the easier it is to try and keep him from lashing out.
Does he want me to revive Skullmaramon? And does he think that
he's gonna
that
need
he
it?
can
He's
keep
gonna
from
need him
fighting if I
to.
do so?
He's gonna need him to make new chains for Arcadiamon.
All right, that'll be the last thing I do before I leave. Is I'll give Skullmaramon healing.
He will. Pseudomon like one last thing. I don't care if you tell him that. I don't care if you say that you've found this place or not. Just let them know that until our ship is complete, we will defend it if anyone tries to attack us, regardless if we die or not.
If you don't mean harm to the cities, then, and I realize the irony in saying this now, then we have no quarrel with you. Like, that was the entire reason that we came down here, is because we thought that we had located the base from which these attacks were coming. So for whatever amount it's worth, I apologize that this is what happened. And I do sincerely wish you the best. I hope that you don't all die out there.
He doesn't say anything. He just lets you all go.
Yeah. I've said my piece. So unless you guys have
hear
anything
the
else you want to say or
Skullmaramon
do.
kind of argue with Zudomon, but he's like, the Zudomon just calmly just reassures him, like, there's no need for us to fight them. If they've only come because of people we decided that didn't need to be here anymore, then that's on the guys who left, not on us. And that's it. So I will bring you back to the map.
Well,
Ooh, it's been a while.
I think HQ should be our immediate destination. I do have a question.
Yes.
When we all regroup outside, is Philmon there?
He is up a little on the pathway that you came in, waiting for you guys.
Okay. So he did just sneak out because he didn't want to be around. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't one of those like he mysteriously vanished because he was the puppet master things I was worried about.
He's actually at the crossroads, the ones that go up to either the forest or the plateau where you came from, waiting for you guys.
Okay.
He will say, and with
thank you everyone for your help, and also sorry that this kind of ended up being a bit of a bum raid, I guess.
Yeah,
but
thanks, guys.
We are aware that there's something going on that's affecting Digimon, so we need to look into that, because if that spreads, it could mean terrible things across the island.
The film will go up to the Sistermon and is like, are we done? Am I done? For now, I gotta go return back home. The Sistermons will nod. He'll look to all of you. One last thing before I go. I took a look inside their tent. They had various digi-eggs inside of it. They were stuffed away in a corner. I saw a bunch of broken chains in the opposite corner. He's actually gonna... You know what? I don't think he's gonna...
It seems like they genuinely are hoping to maybe, like, find somewhere to start their own little colony.
He will say, I took a look at the eggs, and they were relatively well cared for. There wasn't anything weird on them like we saw with Arcadiamon doing. So
yeah, that's kind of what I was figuring. Yeah, I think they genuinely just want to try and like start a colony somewhere else if they can. God, man, if I had just been a sneaky Dramogamon instead of a Centauramon cleric, I could have snuck in there, found out all that, and then we never would have attacked them. This is all my fault. I made the wrong character, guys.
With that, the Philmon runs up the forest route and moves on his way. You're all going in the same direction back to... Are you going to go stop at the arena place to tell them about any of that, or are you just going to go straight back to HQ?
No, because they had already said that we were done, the last time we showed up there, and they didn't want to help with this at all. And now I'm worried that if we tell them about it, that some of them might come here for a fight just for the fun of it. So, no, they can very well just fuck off and do their own thing, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, I'm not going to have you guys...
Because they didn't want to fight when it mattered, but if they find out, oh, there's a really strong berserker there, they might go, oh, that sounds like fun. So no, they don't deserve to know.
Okay, who of you guys is the slowest and what is it? I assume it's still Kaz.
Yeah, have 8 movement.
10 flying.
So you guys are all going in the same direction anyways, so they're all just gonna join you, but I'm gonna get rid of them off the map. 1 second.
No, you don't want to individually move 8 tokens?
I mean, I could just click
Several times in a
drag
row.
them all.
Yeah, I know.
15. You're going at 8, so that's 0.5 less. So I would say that's 0.5.
It's 24 from there. 2 days, I'm guessing.
Yeah, basically it'll end up being, because you'll be about there on the end of the first day.
And I
And
would,
then
assuming
5,
that she's okay with it,
9.
like both before, before everyone settles for the night and when we get up in the morning, I would like to just run a quick scan on Sistermon and make
Yeah,
sure that nothing has changed.
I'm not going to make you roll 2, so just roll 1 computer check.
Can I roll 2?
You don't notice anything different about her.
Okay. Fair enough.
Let's see if she notices anything different about herself, because, Nope, not know anything different about herself. You know what, since I'm gonna do one thing real quick. This is just for me. Okay. As you're looking over her Sistermon seal, Sistermon Noir will be kind of like there, just kind of like just watching, and then when you say nope, don't noticing anything different, she puts a hand on her. It's like, that's a relief. And yeah.
Again, though, I want to emphasize I have no idea what we're dealing with. Just because I can't find anything doesn't mean we're in the clear. I'm also not trying to be alarmist, but I just, I worry.
would like on the first night all of you to roll me 3d6.
Fair enough.
Specifically bravery.
15.
17.
Okay. Kaz, when you are not muted, I need you to roll your bravery, which should just be 3d6 plus 2. But nothing for you two. Nothing in the night happens. And yeah, get back. No problems. So I'm just gonna move you guys to here while I'm waiting for Kaz to roll me stuff. And
yeah.
So, is Wizardmon around that I'm able to find?
Well, he's right there at the table.
Ooh, actually, hold on.
Oh, hey. So he is.
Let's see.
Although I feel like there's a duplicate here.
Hold on. I'm gonna grab you all. That's I'm taking the first one, Kaz. 10.
The 8, yeah. Hello?
I do want to say,
Yeah,
I
you're
find
good.
it so endlessly funny that they had to invent a third Sistermon for outside of Japan, specifically because Sistermon Noir, like, basically insulted so many countries by looking like a nun, and they were like, no, we're Catholic. We're not okay with that. Like, that's the entire reason there's a Sistermon, was it Sistermon Blanc, right? Is the, yeah, because it's Sistermon Noir and Sistermon Blanc. Like, it's literally just a white color of her so it doesn't look like a nun, so it doesn't piss off all of the Catholics. Like, that is the whole reason, and I find that hilarious.
Tyranno Man.
No,
Oh
I'm
god, he's
not
gonna die.
Tyranno Man. I'm a dinosaur.
You have
Yeah,
a
he's not a
dream.
dino-human. He's a Tyrannomon.
You have a dream, a very, very frightening dream, as you have a dream where the Arcadiamon actually successfully hit you with and shoves his tentacle fingers into your body, and that gray dark energy starts taking over your body, and you
That's not what you're into.
feel incredibly in pain, and then you wake up.
Didn't yell the
Okay.
safe
Tell him
word.
that's not your kink, and he's legally obligated to stop.
Well, did you just? What was the safe word?
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that I woke up.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Oh my god, Kaz, you got me with that one. I was not ready for that.
If I'm in my myself, well, unless there's people around, I'm like, oh no, I had a nightmare. But secretly, I
So after that, you guys
Oh,
return back to
God.
HQ.
Yep, sure do.
Yeah. The other, the Sistermon will go off on their own. The other four will return back to their tables in which they normally go to get some food and stuff. The Sistermons, if you guys pay attention, also you're free to move yourselves. Will actually both go up to the gates. And they will talk to the two guards that are there. So whatever you decide to do, go ahead and do it. Jokermon is not here.
Oh.
Is Wizardmon, though?
Wizardmon is here.
Okay. Could I, before they go up to the gates, could I convince them to come over and talk to Wizardmon with me and see if he can do any sort of his, like, magical reading stuff?
The one...
Because he can see stuff into, like, a day or two in advance, so, like, we can at least make sure she's not going to go berserk in a couple days.
Do you explain what you want him to do?
Yeah, basically, like I'll explain to her. I forget. Did she know him, or was that a different Digimon that knew who he was?
No, that's not the one that she was referring to. No.
Right, but there had previously we had talked to a Digimon that knew Wizardmon. I couldn't remember if that was them or if that was someone else.
Repamon.
Repamon. Okay. So yeah, so I'll basically explain like, hey, he has some sort of magic that allows him to see at least a small distance into the future. Like previously when we talked to him, it was like a couple of days at least. So if you want, we could try and see if he's able to see anything and at least make sure that there's no imminent change happening in your future.
Okay.
That's my best idea. That's the only person I can really think of. Other than like trying to talk to one of the Olympus, which is
all right. Sistermon will go with Wizardmon into like a back room because this seems kind of private, and he'll let you know if he finds anything or not.
I mean, he doesn't even have to let me know necessarily. Like I'm trying to help make sure nothing bad happens to her. That's all I care about. Or if it is, like, if she knows about it now.
Sister Monsieur will come out looking confused, go out of the bar, and then head up towards the gate to go talk with Noir, who has been talking to the guards. If any of you wish to ask Wizardmon,
I hope it goes well.
Wizardmon comes out of the bar and just kind of stands there for a second. So if you want to ask him, you feel free to. Otherwise, he's just not gonna bother.
Yeah, I mean, I would be curious if he's willing to tell me. Like, does it look like she's at least going to be all right for the immediate future?
Uh, he says, all I saw was lightning.
Huh. Okay. Appreciate it.
I guess we're gonna have to find a weathermon in order to find a weather forecast.
Well, I mean, or she's gonna go up Mount Olympus and get struck down by Zeus. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't feel like it's right to intrude further. So, like, unless the DM wants to say, "Hey, we should follow along with them," it
Uh,
seems to me appropriate to let them do their own thing.
in fact, you'll see the two of them just kind of go past you and like go sit on top of the stage.
I just want to say, by the way, I just said that off the cuff as a joke, but then I looked it up, and weathermon does actually make weather forecasts.
Hilarious.
But yeah, you'll see the Cicerone go away from the gate and go into the bar and just kind of sit down at the edge of the stage that's there.
We should also probably report to Octomon.
All right, what do you tell him?
So, I mean, essentially, the short version
Because
is.
remember that he can't give you anything for this because you did this on your own.
I know, but I still think there's important information that should be given out. So hopefully there's not going to be more attacks on that town. We think that the source was essentially rebels who were rejected from joining the group that we went and raided. Oddly enough, that group was relatively peaceful. They intend to leave the island. They really only fought us because we attacked them. There was some concerning behavior from one of them, an Ultimate, an Arcadiamon, that we got to discuss with one of the rebel leaders and got quite a bit of details, and something was very wrong with it. It seems to have been corrupted or modified somehow. It seemed to have the ability to pass it potentially to other Digimon, and it was a strange effect that we've seen a couple of times now. Like, we also saw it affecting some Scorpiomon out in the desert a while ago. So I don't know what it is, but there's something seems to be affecting Digimon in a negative way, and it's happening in multiple places on the island. That's the main thing I'm worried about. And like I tried to analyze it and figure out what's going on, and I have a pretty decent amount of medical knowledge, and I couldn't find anything.
Do you tell him where this thing is or where this camp is?
I tell him the things that I have told him so far.
So the answer to that question is no. I need to know
Unless
because
I am
things.
asked specifically about where it is, I am not going to bring the location up. If I am asked, I'll probably say it, but does he ask me about it is my question.
He'll have to ask you where it is.
Sorry, you chopped up a bit there.
He would have to ask you where it is because he would have to put out a thing saying to not interrupt them if they aren't going to do anything, but they'll have to be watched basically.
Yes, they agreed to be peaceable so long until they are able to leave the island, so long as we leave them alone. So if that's all that you're gonna do, then yes, I will. I'll say this is basically like the general area where like the ice and forest and plateau zones all meet up. Like it's around there. Just pretty much stay away from that area.
Okay. All All right, Blipmon, you just gonna be chilling outside?
I just wanted to look at the board and see if there's anything new.
Currently there is nothing really new on the board.
Okay, I'm going to head inside then.
Okay. If you are gonna be right there, coming into the bar as the doors swing open and everyone kind of just like looks over at the door. This a Digimon appears and inside.
Oh, it's not Systemon.
She takes a look around, looking around at everybody. Everybody just staring at her because no one has ever seen her before. And she's like, "Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me," and just kind of walks around you and goes over here. Starts talking to Noir and Seal. The three of them will then disappear into the back as Noir and Seal take her back there. Actually, we'll go like a here-ish. And everybody goes back to just like, okay. And everybody just goes back to talking, so you can't hear them saying anything.
Yeah, fair enough.
You guys do anything for the rest of the day?
I'm gonna see if Leomon is around, I suppose.
All right, so
unless they've managed to digivolve now.
Nope, you just go off on your own. You probably would find them wandering around somewhere eventually.
Sweet. Spend some time with them, and then probably. I don't know if they. I'm assuming they probably also crash at the inn since they're also a brigade member. So just come back at some point eventually. Check in with Tyrannomon and Blimpmon and go to sleep probably then.
All right.
I'm also just gonna chill and drink, and then maybe after convening with everyone, head in for the night.
Okay. Kaz, do you do anything specific, or are you just gonna hang out?
I'm just I'll get a drink at the bar and then go to bed.
All right.
Yeah.
As you got the two of you are just hanging out and just doing whatever. I'm just gonna move you over down here, Law, because you wouldn't be here at this time. Moving people around. You will see that same Digimon come back out and walk out of the bar, and both of you roll me a perception check. As she kind of looks like she's in a little bit of a rush.
No.
No.
The only
single digit, both of you. Wow.
The only thing I can tell you, Kaz, is that she seems to be in a hurry. And
I got one less than Shadow.
You technically got one more because you got +2.
You got +2 as well.
Yeah, but
yes,
you didn't add
I
it.
applied it.
You haven't added yours.
Okay, so Kaz did not. Kaz managed to break two digits. Hell yeah.
Yes, he got 10. Yeah. Then you guys are going to wake up in the morning. You'll see Seal on actually just kind of messing with the piano, and Noir is kind of like on like a acoustic guitar kind of.
Just playing music.
Yeah, basically just playing background music basically. You guys wake up, eat some breakfast, and as you're eating breakfast, and this is probably where we will end,
is when the explosion happens.
I mean, if you by explosion mean the doors are swung violently open.
The apocalypse.
Oh, sure.
One second. I need to get the Digimon that are specifically for this, because I don't have them on the map right now.
Zeus
actually,
specifically smites the bar.
I mean, look, man, I'm kind of expecting when he said everything is lightning. I'm like, okay, Jupitermon takes things into his own hands. Great.
I
Sorry.
won't. I don't have tokens for them right now. But 2 Digimon enter into the bar. One is an angel woman, and the other is a. I'm trying to think of what his English name is, and not his Japanese name. 1 second.
I mean, if you
Fucking. A Myotismon enter into the bar.
Ooh,
interesting.
And the angel woman will shout out across the bar is like, I need the following Digimon to follow us, please, and we want no arguing about it. And they will call the names of every Digimon that went on your little mission, including you guys. She will say,
Okay.
she will say, Jupitermon would like a word with all of you.
No, guys, we can take them. We jump
no.
these 2 and then we run.
No, this was the goal. Tyrannomon can take him. We'll get him to fight a god. Finally.
And that is where we will end, because I don't have the thing ready for that.
Our long con paid off. We have our chance to assassinate God. Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah. It's gonna be a 8-on-3 beatdown.
I would like the 3 of you to gain 4 DP, please.
Oh shit.
4. Okay.
Which should put you
I'll
at
figure out what I'm
11,
doing with
correct?
Oh,
Didn't-
yes. Yeah, I went from +7 to +4. That's not how that works.
Oh no, I accidentally put them in equality, and I was like, wait a minute, that's not right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how I want to spend that.